Hello and welcome to this video on the 3-6 projector. My name is Amy from the Projector Movement. I am a 3-5 emotional projector, and I am really looking forward to taking you through a little bit of this wonderful, unique profile. So firstly, what is a projector? Well, projectors are an energy type that make up 20% of the population. We are here to guide. We are not so much here to do. So I like to describe it as we are here just to be and to see. We have this beautiful bird's eye view of everything going on. And when we are invited into something, things are such a wonderful match for us. So why do we have to wait? What is this all about? What does that even mean? Well, in human design, we have something called our strategy. And as a projector, ours is to wait for the invitation. Now, this doesn't mean what you think it might mean. I thought when I first heard this years ago, oh, wait for the invitation. Okay, I'll literally do nothing. Now, I can tell you that that definitely doesn't work. So what do we do when we are waiting for the invitation? This is when we get to really focus on our aura, which is focused and absorbing. We get to lean into our passions, because quite often the very thing that we are passionate about is where our next invitation is likely to come from. And we get to just really lean into our projector essence. We get to slow down. We are very receptive to life. We're quite sensitive, and we do absorb everything that's going on around us. So it's really important for us as projectors to be really mindful of what we do with our energy and who we let into our aura as well. As I just mentioned, the projector aura is focused and absorbing. So we are really great at seeing into another person. Our aura can almost feel like, if we are looking at someone across the room, for example, maybe we're just curious about them. Maybe we just like their outfit and we're just kind of looking over and sussing them out. We may not know it, but our energy is very intense, and it can feel like there's a little laser beam going straight into the other person. So this is why it's really great for us to wait to be invited in to a particular space, because people need a chance to get to know our energy, if you will. So let's touch a little bit on profile. What is a profile? Well, in human design, a profile is what I like to describe as how we move through our days. This is the energy that we will show up with time and time again, whether we are trying to or not. It's just there. It's like a certain flavor that we carry through life. Some people describe it as the costume that you wear. It's just a beautiful way of understanding, how our days look and how we navigate things. Now, I really love talking about the profiles, because whenever I chat to someone about this in human design, and especially someone that might be quite new to human design, and you explain a little bit about their particular profile, people seem to go, that's been my experience my entire life. So it really seems to resonate with people, which I just love about human design, that you didn't even know about it before, maybe right now, and you are already living out your unique design. So in our profile, it's comprised of 2 different numbers. In this case, we're talking about the 3-6. Now, the 3 is in our conscious side. So this is the side that we might notice more. And then the 6 is in our unconscious side. So we may not see this in ourselves as much, or someone else may be able to see it maybe a bit more in us than what we do. But these 2 energies are combined and they make up our profile. There are 12 different profiles in human design, and the 3-6 is definitely very rare. Not even 3% of the entire population are a 3/6 profile. And if you combine that with being a projector, which is only 20% of the population, you've got a pretty unique energy right there. So there's not a lot of people that you will encounter that have the same energy as you. And of course, it's very important to note that so much information about human design, even though it can dive very deep, is still quite generalized, because there are so many different ways that our energy can be made up from our own specific human design charts. And there is just no way that someone could deliver a video such as this that gave exactly what your energy could play out like. And I say could because no one apart from yourself really, really knows what that feels like. So it is wonderful to have a human design reading done if that's something you're interested in, just to get kind of down into the nitty gritty parts of your chart and to see how all of your energies combined play out. But videos like this are a wonderful place to start, just to get a grasp on your particular energy and what it's like to be a 3/6 projector. I think it just really helps to almost give you, it's like a sense of relief sometimes when someone says, well, this is what my experience of this particular profile is. And you can go, wow, that is just me right there. And it feels really good to know that maybe someone else experiences life the same way as well. So let's get into it. The 3/6 projector. Like I said, this is a really rare one, and I love this energy. Now, the third line is all about trial, error, experimentation, and moving through life, trying out different things, multiple ways, figuring out what works, figuring out what doesn't work, falling over, getting back up, falling over, getting back up, repeat. As I said, I'm a 3/5 projector, so I know that third line energy so well. I always like to reframe what it means to be a third line being, because there can be a lot of rhetoric out there that just says the third line is destined to fail, they're always making mistakes, and it almost can be a lot of negativity surrounding that. However, for third line beings, the way that we move forward in this world is to step on different stones. Some of them may sink, some of them may stay where they are, and we know that, okay, that was a great one to step on. But even better, the ones that do sink, now we know. Now we know that that wasn't meant for us. But do we know that straight away? Well, in my case, sometimes I try things quite a number of times before I realize, oh, okay, that's definitely not working for me. But the beautiful thing is that once we've actually tried it, we've taken the risk, we've jumped in there and gone, oh, I'll give it a go. I don't mind. People want to know about it. And as projectors, when people ask us, oh, I saw that you started this or you did this, and I don't know, did it work out for you so well? What happened? Brilliant. There is a brilliant invitation for us to speak about our experience with that particular thing. And I don't believe there's such thing as failure as a third line being. Does society see it that way? I don't believe so. I think we maybe have grown up with the notion that, you know, if you try something once and it doesn't work, then just leave it, or that failure wasn't an option. If that was the messaging that you received growing up, then it can probably feel quite uncomfortable to have this third line energy. But the thing is, we can't avoid it. It is for us to experiment with. We will bump into life and life will bump into us. It's a constant. But the thing that I've come to notice is that the older you get, the more lighthearted you can feel about it. And the more you really get to know yourself, and you come to know that certain things definitely will not work. And you know that, okay, I don't need to try that again. Or maybe it's been a really long time and you think, I'm going to try it again. And you try it. Maybe it works this time. Maybe it still doesn't work. But this is the beautiful thing about third line energy, is that we are the ones that will say, I'll jump in, I'll do it, I'll take the risk, and I'll let you all know how it works. So I'd really like you, if you're watching this and you have heard that it's all about failure, being a third line, and what's the point in even trying anything? It's not going to work anyway. I'd really love you to reframe that and put a lighter spin on what it means to be a third line being, because I wholeheartedly love it. I absolutely love being a third line. So what about the sixth line? The sixth line energy is very unique in that it works in 3 different phases. No other profile does this. So the sixth line, from birth to the age of around 30, so around your Saturn returns, could be a little bit earlier, you experience life as a line 3. So essentially, from when you were born to when you are around 30, Saturn returns, you are a 3-3 profile. What does that look like? That looks like a lot of trial and error. That looks like a lot of bonds made and broken. This is a really big part of the third line energy. It's about, trying out different relationships and just really getting to know yourself at a level that probably runs quite deep, because you are having all of these experiences and you might be wondering what on earth is going on. Why is everyone around you seemingly walking through life rather smoothly? Maybe they've got a really great job. Maybe they've got a solid partner. Maybe they've just bought a house. I don't know, whatever it is. And you might be thinking, okay, I'm nowhere near that. I am just literally, feels like I'm just getting dragged along. What on earth? You know what? This is okay. And you might be thinking, yeah, easy for you to say. That's not happening to you. But it's not that it's happening to you, it's that it's happening for you. And when you have this awareness of your profile and how you do move through life, I think it can create this sense of lightness in your body, that you just understand that this is how you are designed, and that the more experiences you gain, the more that you have to share with the world. And the sixth line energy, it's role model energy. And this is why you have these experiences, because people will come to notice this in you, and it will just be, you'll be magnetic. People will be so drawn to you, wanting to know, why are you so wise? Why do you know all of these things? Because you've actually tried it for yourself. So before I get into that any further, let's have a little look at your second phase of your sixth line energy. What is this all about? So you've been through your Saturn returns, which is, let's face it, explosive. But it clears a path for us, and things are wonderful on the other side of that. I've been through my Saturn returns. I get it. It clears the way. It's truly wonderful. But in the second phase of your sixth line energy, it's from about 30 to 50, give or take. This is what is called being on the roof. So if you ever come across this term in human design and you think, what the heck is on the roof? My take on it is that you've been in the house with all of the obstacles, and you've gone through your Saturn returns and you think, I've had enough of this. I'm climbing up on that roof and I'm looking back at everything that I've just done in those 30 years. And I'm just going to take a breather. I'm going to take it all in. I'm going to try and put some sort of perspective on it And I'm just going to let things settle into my body and know that, okay, things kind of feel a little bit lighter. You're maybe feeling a bit more optimistic at this point in your life, because let's face it, when you are kind of getting bumped down so many times as a third line being, especially as a 3-3, you can become pessimistic, and you are resilient as anything. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if they made a 3-6 profile not resilient? That wouldn't work. You are resilient as anything, but you can still feel like you're just a bit over it. You just don't want life to feel like that anymore. So when you're in this, moving into this beautiful second phase, and it's not like you turn 30 and you're in that second phase and you're fine, things need to integrate. So when you are in the second phase, just take it all in. And maybe you might find that you want to be a bit more of a recluse as well. You've had all these experiences and now you just want a little bit of time to yourself to reflect on things. This is a beautiful, beautiful time to do this. And you might also notice that people are really starting to notice you for the experiences that you've had and the way that you navigate them. And they'll ask you, they will be asking you what it was like, what happened, because they want to know for themselves so that maybe they avoid the same things that you went through. And yeah, we are the ones that get to experience it, but we get to share this with the world as well. It's truly, truly wonderful. So if that helps to put a good spin on this profile, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, this just sounds like a lot, know that you are helping so many other people with this energy. And then we get to the third phase of the 6-line energy, which is just after your Chiron return. So from the ages 50 and onwards. And this is true role model status. This is when you might feel like it's time to come down from the roof, put your feet back on the ground and get back into your community, into society, and try out a few things again. You've got that third line energy in your conscious side. So it's always going to be there. But by the time you have really moving through life and you're moving through these experiences and all of these relationships, and you have really figured out for yourself what works, what doesn't, and what you can leave behind, which is a beautiful part of your Chiron returns as well. It's kind of like a final clear out, if you will, just to really get rid of things that aren't serving you at all. So when you are in this energy, people are so drawn to you, especially with your beautiful aura as a projector. You will be feeling, hopefully, a lot lighter at this stage of life and just ready to share with the world all of your wonderful wisdom. 6-line energy, gosh, so wise, such beautiful wise beings. And I think this combination of the 3-6 together is a beautiful, very unique energy to have. So what would it look like if they were combined? Well, as I just mentioned, in your first phase of your 6-line energy, you're a 3-3. You're trying out all the things. You're trying out different relationships. You are maybe working through different jobs, trying out different businesses. There's just so much happening. So please take the pressure off yourself here. You don't need to be putting down roots anywhere if that is not on the cards for you. Just be very kind to yourself in this phase. In your second phase, you're still trying different things out, but you're a bit more reflective and, moving through life with a bit of a softer touch almost. There's a bit of padding on you now, life's bumping into you, but you've got that bit of padding so it doesn't feel as rough. And then in your third phase, you've got some good padding on you and just so wise, and people are very, very drawn to you. You're still trying things out. You're still experimenting with things because that third line energy is first. So know that you are here to just share your wonderful lived in experiences with people. I mean, you could learn anything through mental knowledge, 100%. Anyone can do that. But when you are sharing something that you have actually experienced yourself, it just has a completely different energy to it. There's no making stuff up. There's no trying to remember, oh, what was that information that I learned? You just know. It is ingrained in you, and you have just got so much to share with the world with this wonderful profile. I feel like I can't say it enough. Whenever I come across a 3-6 being, I just think, wow, you are truly, truly magical. Truly. Anyone with a third line in their profile, there's just this knowing. I think we just get each other, that we've been through some stuff, and it might have been quite uncomfortable in there for a while, but we come out the other side, and we've learned so much about the world around us, ourselves, how to navigate life. And yeah, I love it. I just think this energy is just wonderful. So if you are really loving finding out about your 3-6 profile, especially as a projector, just having it so unique to you, I'd really love to invite you into our 3-6 projector offering. This just goes so deep into your line 3, into your line 6, the 3-6 energy combined. We talk about how to thrive as a projector. There's beautiful mantras and meditations. And it's like a coming home to yourself. It's all pre-recorded by yours truly. So you can sit down whenever you feel like you've got the space, and you can just take it in at your own pace, and just really learn about yourself at that mental level, but then give yourself the chance to integrate it as well. So we'd love to invite you into this. We'll pop the links down below for how you join this particular course. And we truly would love to see you there, especially when this is such a rare profile to have. I think that it can be difficult to find different things about this particular profile as a projector. So you are invited into this with open arms. And it was something that I truly loved creating, because I just think your energy is so special. So yes, come and join us if you feel called to. Follow your wonderful authority, of course. And if it feels good for you, come and join. The links will be below. That is it from me today. I hope this has been insightful for you, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon. Okay, bye for now.